All right, Math Minions, here we go. It's time for more notes. This is going to go on page 90 of your notebook when you're done. I will remind you that when we're done here, but we're looking at exponents. That's right, exponents. So here we go. There are two parts when you have an exponent. We're using an a because it's a variable. You can use any number. That's why we're just using a variable. But the number that's here, this is called a base. Okay? And that number up here, this is our exponent. All right? This is what you need to remember whenever you're doing work with exponents. It's all about the base, no trouble. It's all about the base, just count them. It's all about the base, we'll multiply. It's all about the base, exponents. I know. You're like, whoa, Miss Sissel, even with the cold you can do it. Here we go. The base is the number to multiply. It's all about the base. Just multiply. And the exponent is the number of bases to multiply. Because again, it's all about the base. The base is the number that's important. Now, this word here, power, that's because when we see these exponents, we would read this 3 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 4, 5 to the power of 3. All right? So this 3 to the power of 2. It's all about the base. Well, what's my base? 3. And how many times am I going to multiply that 3? Twice. So 3, I write it 2 times. Now I multiply. 3 times 3. So 3 to the second power is 9. 2 to the fourth power. It's all about the base. What's my base? 2. And how many times do I write it down? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. All right, now we've got 5 to the third power. It's all about the base. What's my base? 5. How many times do I write it down? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And now I multiply. 5 times 5, 25. Times 5 more is 125. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's all about the base, So when I see this, this means 3 times 3. When I see this, it means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. When I see this, it means 5 times 5 times 5. Now, there are 2 of the exponents that have a special little name when we use them. Okay? Why? Because math people want math to sound more difficult than it really, really is. So, when you see the square, or excuse me, when you see the 2 and the 3, we're going to have something else. So what is this shape right here? This shape is a square. A square is 2-dimensional. Okay, so I'm going to write that over to the side. 2-dimensional. A square has 8 units on all its sides. What is the area? Okay, so we have to remember that area equals length times width, right? So, or length times height, however you want to do it. Okay, So it's length, which is 8, and the height, which is 8, right? So this would be, to find the area, 8 times 8, which is 64. And it said units, so we don't know whether that's inches or feet or whatever. So we just say 64 units, and we put the exponent of 2 up there so that we know that this 64 is because it's 8 times 8, that it's a perfect square. Guess what? When we have an exponent of 2, we call that a square. Okay, so this can be 3 to the power of 2, or you can say 3 squared. Okay, so 64 units squared. Now, let's look at if you add another dimension. Ooh, another dimension. Well, if this is a square, what is that? It is a cube. And that's because it's a 3-dimensional figure. All right? So it has 3 dimensions. What is the volume? We have to remember that volume equals length times width times height. So it's the length times the height, and then we had the width as well. So it's 5 this way, 5 this way, and 5 this way. So we're going to multiply 5 times 5 times 5, and we already did that up there. That's 125. Again, it's units, and we're going to put the exponent up there for 3. That is called a cube. So 125 units cubed. And by putting that cube, it tells us that it's 3-dimensionally. We got the 125 by multiplying the same number 3 times. So up here, I'm going to put cube. Okay? So this is 5 cubed. 5 to the 3rd power is the same thing as 5 cubed. Last thing I want to tell you is there's 2 more special ones, and we're going to write them up here at the top. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Here we go. Don't ask me why, just know that this is how it works in math. If you want to know why, you have to ask Mrs. Armstrong. Remember, I'm the teacher that just wants to know what are the rules, how do I get the right answer. Mrs. Armstrong can tell you why something works. I don't care why it works. I just want to know how to do it. So if I have a base raised to the power of 1, it's all about the base, right? So how many bases am I going to write down? 1. An exponent of 1 means your answer is whatever the base is. Okay? This next one, your head might just explode. Please be careful. If you have a base raised to the power of 0, and you can't see that, it's very, very light. So let me try a different color. Let's see. A to the power of 0. No, it's not 0. I know you want it to be. It's not. Okay? Here it is. A to the power of 0, any number raised to the power of 0, any number to the power of 0 equals 1. Don't ask me why. Ask Miss Armstrong why. I don't want to know why. My head hurts thinking about it. Okay? I just know if I see any number, 1,412 to the power of 0 equals 1. It doesn't matter. Okay? So get into Google Classroom. Let's get your work done, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!